It's that time of week again. Welcome back! Okay, wow, oh my goodness. Thank you. Welcome back to my Report podcast. Right now, I feel like I'm being judged right now by my dog. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Mack, come here. Mackie, you want to say something? Is it picking you up? Oh, he's just lying down on me now. Guys, Mack is my co-host for the episode. Mack, my dog. He's licking the microphone. Oh, now he's licking me. Mack, I'm going to get a brain cyst if you keep licking me. They say don't let your farm dogs. He's not really a farm dog, but they say don't let them lick you because you'll get cysts in your brain. Oh my god, Mack, you're really messing with the setup right now. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. Today I have a fun. Mack is just licking my face. Today I have a fun episode planned. We're going to do movie review. We're going to do... I don't think I have any more questions from anyone. I think I've got one question that I'm going to answer. And a suggestion from someone who may or may not be on next week's podcast episode. Who's given me an idea of something to do today, which I'm going to be doing, which is giving letters and numbers personalities. So tune in for that. Okay. Now it's movie review time. I need to pick some music for movie review intro. What song will I pick? Oh, I like this royalty-free funny music. It's movie review time. It's movie review time. It's movie review time. On my TV speaker. It's movie review time. Today's movie is a movie called Never Let Go. Never Let Go. Suggested by Riley Hames. Never Let Go. Never Let Go. Starring, I forgot her name. Well, that doesn't sound very good for the song. Okay. I hope you guys like that song. I tried something different that time. Let me know if you want more funny, non-copyright music. Yes, so this week's movie is called Never Let Go. I did know the name of the starring actress, but now it's completely left my brain. So I've got to search it up. Oh, Halle Berry. Halle Berry stars in Never Let Go, came out last year in about September, I believe. Now, this movie is a bit dystopian. It was suggested to me by Riley Hames. Shout out to Riley Hames. Woo, Riley! Anyway, so this movie, it was quite my style. It was a bit dystopian. It was a bit weird. Let's read the description. I'm using a Google description for this again because I feel like I'll just be so bad at describing it, so that's what I'm going to do. Here it is. When an unspeakable evil takes over the world, the only protection for a mother and her twin sons is their house and strong bond. Needing to stay connected at all times, even tethering themselves with ropes, they must cling to one another and never let go. Get it? Because it's called Never Let Go. However, when one of the boys questions if the evil is real, the ties that bind them together are severed, triggering a terrifying fight for survival. And I will say it was terrifying. This movie, I was on the edge of my freaking seat. I was literally... But there's something... Oh, well, I'm going to get into that in a second. Because first of all, I need to read Riley Hames, who suggested this movie to me. Again, shout out to Riley Hames. We'll give him a bit of this. I first of all got his comment on his thoughts of the movies. Okay, now, before I read what Riley Hames had to say about the movie, I need to say this movie, most of my movie reviews, I do not spoil the movies. This movie, I feel I need to spoil because that is how I can talk about the movie. Like, I need to spoil this movie. So, if you're planning on watching Never Let Go, do not listen to this. Come back when you've watched it. If you're not planning on watching it, just know that it's going to be spoiled. So, just listen to this and it'll be spoiled and you're probably thinking, what the heck is this movie? I need to watch it now. I feel like it would still be good even if it's not spoiled, but it's better not spoiled. So, yes. So, I just got to spoil the movie for that. Now, Riley's little description does spoil the movie. So, here we go. Oh, and before I start, also, the twin boys, one's named Samuel, the other's named Nolan. And Nolan is the one who starts questioning if the evil is real. Okay. The film was interesting, but again, also sad. This film was mucking all around with my heartstrings, making me scared, cry, and laugh. Nolan was one of my favourite characters. He was misunderstood by his brother Samuel, accusing Nolan of killing his mum. At first, I was like, this movie will be boring. At the end of it, I didn't want to leave my seat. I need another part of it. I will give it a 9.8 out of 10 rating. From a scale 0 being bad storyline to 10 being amazing story, I give it a 10. I could not get enough of it. Give me more. More now. Remember, never let go or else. And if you've seen the movie, you get that. Remember, never let go. So that was Riley's point of view with the movie. And I pretty much agree with all of his point of view. But before, oh my God, Mack is messing around with his app. Mack, do not stand on the Amazon sound thing. Please do not. Please do not. Mack, do you want to say something? Say hello. Wow. Just speak. You know, you speak all the time, but then the second I get the microphone out, you just refuse to speak. Mack, don't step on my Amazon thing, please. I paid a whole $60 for this, please. Please do not. Mack, be gentle. Be gentle. Mack! Mack! You're messing with my Amazon soundboard. Go away. I know you want to cuddle, but you have to be careful with this soundboard. It still sounds okay to me. I don't think he Mack! Okay, he's gone over it now. We're good. Oh, it's because I'm sitting in his dog bed and he wants to, for once, he wants to actually lie in the dog bed. He never wants to lie in the dog bed. And then now that I'm here, he actually does want to lie in it. But it's like a really comfy bed. Oh my God, he's literally half in the bed. Mack, what the heck are you doing? Mack, I wanted Mack to be co-host today, but he literally just won't talk when I give him the microphone. Now, I'm pretty sure the sound quality is all good here because I can still hear it in my thing. And it sounds pretty good to me, so I think we're okay. So, now, when we go into my point of view with the movie, we need to bring up my questions. And, of course, as I've done every single episode, I have not brought the questions up, so I need to do it now. Oh, here they are. Oh my God, Mack just got up and left. Oh my God, Mack is being so petty right now. He's just giving me a side eye. He's literally laid down across the room. He's just side eyeing me. He's being so petty. Mack, stop being so dramatic. Oh, he's like Princess Diana right now. The way he's looking at everybody and he crosses his paws. Okay. Let's go to the questions, guys, for the movie review. Okay, as you know these questions if you've been listening to the podcast. Level of stimulation out of 3. 1, understimulating. 2, perfect. 3, overstimulating. As I've given it this whole time, guys, I'm so annoyed that I really liked this movie. I'm really annoyed I really liked this movie. Because I wanted to have a movie. Okay, it was kind of stupid of me, though, to pick the movie suggestion that had the most interesting plot. That was kind of stupid of me. But I wanted to have a bad movie review. But also, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yes, all my movie reviews have been good so far, but isn't that like a good thing? Because then you're like, wow, I need to watch this movie. So maybe it's okay that all my movie reviews have been good so far, but hopefully we can get, like, for this season, one bad movie review, because I feel like that would just be entertaining. Like, I need to watch, like, another Oppenheimer level movie and, like, come back to it. But anyway, okay, so I think it was perfect stimulation. Once again, as it has been every time, perfect stimulation in this movie. Exactly how it needed to be. It was a bit intense. It was almost eerily quiet at times, which is what you needed. And at other times, it was dramatically loud, and you were just freaking out. But most of the time, it was really quiet because, you know, they're kind of on their own society. So it was, like, quite quiet. But, oh my God, my dad just said he's going to the supermarket. I'm going to say get the noodles that I like. What else do I want in the supermarket? Oh, I want rice bubbles. So, yeah, like, there probably wasn't that many dramatically loud moments because it was kind of they're on their own in society, so it's like a bit of an eerily quiet kind of movie. But then at times it would be louder. I just thought it was perfect for the plot and everything. Perfect levels of stimulation. Next question. My locked in levels while watching the movie out of 10. 1, started a whole new task. 10, locked in AF. Now, I will say that because movies like this, they tend to have a little bit of a slow start and it's interesting, but when I started the movie, I started to feel a bit hungry, so I got up to make myself some noodles, I believe. And then I came back and I kept watching the movie. Then while I was watching the movie, it was really good. I was really interested in it, but I just started feeling so sleepy. And I didn't want to fall asleep watching the movie because it's just annoying having to, like, rewind. Or you wake up and it's, like, spoiling it a bit. So I paused the movie and I just had a quick little, like, 40-minute nap. And then I woke up and then I kept watching the movie. So there was a bit of pausing happening at the beginning. But after that little nap, I locked in for the rest of the movie. So I think I consider that... What do I consider that locked in levels? I'm going to consider that a 6.5. I think that's why I give it 6.5 locked in. Because at the end I was quite locked in. That's where the 6.5 comes from. But the lost score, that is... that is for the start. When I wasn't as locked in, I had to have some new... Because, you just need everything to be perfect. Like, when I start watching a movie, right, and I think it's going to be a good movie, I then have to be like, oh, everything needs to be perfect for me to enjoy this movie. So I thought, I better fill my belly up, I need to go to the toilet, and then I had a little nappy nap, and then I was good to go. Oh, maybe I'll put that 7 then. You know what, I'm going to give it a 7. Because then, once it got really interesting, I couldn't peel my eyes away. So I'm going to say 7. Okay. My care factor for the characters out of 10. 1, don't give one F about them. 10, obsessed with them. I either want to marry them or I'm literally them. Okay, so I'm going to say 10 because especially like those little boys, but also especially the dog. And the mum, of course, too. So basically, you really care about all of them. Samuel is like a more quiet soul. He's a bit more obedient of his mum. The mum is quite tough. Understandably so, because she has to like fight to survive, you know, like she knows how these things go. There's a lot of like rituals and like repeating things and touching wood and all that. Oh my god, I should probably explain that. The whole premise of the movie, why it's called Never Let Go, is because the evil is not in the house. And the rope, they have to, when they go out to, you know, find food and stuff, they have to have the rope attached around them, and it's attached to the house. It's like really long ropes, and they can never let go of the rope, because when you let go of the rope, then it's no longer connected to the house where the no evil lies, and the evil can touch you. And once the evil touches you, you become very possessed, and it will make you kill your family. That is what the mum is saying this whole time. She goes, if I get touched with the evil, I'll kill you guys. Or if the boys get touched with the evil, they'll try to kill each other and the mum. So that's like the whole premise of the movie. And so, where was I at? So the mum is like really tough. Samuel, he's so obedient. Just wants to, you know, agree with his mum on everything. And that's where it makes it harder for his brother Nolan, because his brother Nolan doesn't quite agree with his mum and everything. But he's very loyal. Samuel, that makes you care about him because of how kind of vulnerable he is, you know what I mean? Like, when you see someone that's so loyal, it kind of makes you go a bit more, oh, for them, because they're just so vulnerable. You know what I mean? And then Nolan, I think I cared about Nolan the most, because the thing is the whole movie, you don't know whether or not to believe Nolan. Nolan starts to question if the evil's real and thinks it really is safe out there. And there's moments in the movie where you think Nolan is right. And the mum has something like schizophrenia. And then parts happen that show you that it's real. Then you think, what if the sons are just schizophrenic? It's really hard to tell if the evil's real or not. It goes back and forth the whole movie. And so you kind of feel weird with Nolan, because you're like, is he unintentionally being the bad guy? And the reason why you think Nolan is the bad guy, here we're going to spoil. So they've got their dog. What's the dog's name? Frick, he's my favorite character and I've forgotten the dog's name. Let me just Google dog. Coda. Okay, the dog, Coda. Okay, so they're going into a winter. They've barely scavenged enough food. I do think, lady, there's solutions for this. You should have stocked up in summer. Like, I don't know why they didn't. So, I mean, she did kind of eat all their stock in summer, but like, they should have gotten more, honestly. The whole world was around them. All the rope legs. But, when winter comes and it starts to get like there's just nothing for them, the animals aren't out as much, their garden has just like been ruined, like the roots are all ruined for some reason. She says our only option now is the dog, Coda. And Nolan is really bonded to the dog. He does not want to let that happen. I was crying. There's nothing worse than when the dog is in danger in a movie. Like, I know it sounds like psychopathic, but basically Nolan goes in, right? Okay, so the mum takes the dog into this other little like shed area, like garden area, to kill it, right, with the bow and arrow. Nolan comes behind the mum, so she's attached to the rope and everything. She's safe in the house, like she's attached to the house where there's no evil. Nolan comes behind her and he cuts her rope. She gets distracted. The dog runs away, so it's not going to get killed. And I'm thinking, oh, thank God. But then he says, you need to see that it's safe and the evil is not real. And he shuts the door and locks her in there. She starts to see the evil. It's a possessed version of her mother who got touched by the evil, and then she was forced to kill her mum. She was forced to kill her mum, her dad, and her husband. Anyway, so she sees her mother with like a split tongue and like all this sucker. She goes, I'm going to make you kill your babies. And then, because she doesn't want to kill her kids, the mum slits her throat. That's like the whole thing. And I think I'm such a psychopath because I watched this person, the mum. The boy's life relies on her. And I literally thought to myself, well, at least Coda's not dead. I'm such a psychopath. I cannot believe it. I feel like most people like that though. Why let's actually talk about this. Why do society care more about dogs in movies or animals in movies than humans? Maybe it's because we see animals as having more innocence. Humans, a lot of humans are not very good people. So you kind of think, well, I mean, we'll miss them, but then it's like if a dog dies in a movie, you actually like crash out and you feel so sad and you can't stop thinking about it. And I hate it when dogs die in movies and I have to snuggle my dogs so much. And it just terrifies me for the day that my dogs will die. But anyway, that's for another day. So basically, I first basically talk about my care level for all the characters. Nolan, you're very like, oh, do I love him? Do I not? I kind of trusted him most of the movie. Even the point where it proved he was wrong, I still trusted it. I don't know why. I think because I wanted it to be... I thought that this would just be a great movie if it's true that the mum's a bit crazy. And they've been living like this. Like, that's just a good plot. But there are times where I thought Nolan's completely wrong. And that the evil is real and that they've just been so stupid and killed the mum. And then the brother got touched by the evil, Samuel. But then at the end, Samuel burns the house. Somehow Nolan ends up in the underground thing with the evil. And he basically kills it. But then you see them being saved by helicopters. Basically, this movie, it was a movie that was up for interpretation. And that sometimes, like, I feel like that's a cool thing, but it also sometimes bothers me because I kind of just want it to be straightforward, like, know, like, what the truth is. And so it does bother me when movies are up for interpretation. My personal interpretation is that the mum is sick with some kind of psychosis, and it's genetic and passed on to Samuel and sometimes Nolan, which is why the moments where you believe that the evil is true is just the moment of the psychosis. That's what I personally believe, and that makes them do really bad things. But then there's this weird picture moment at the end where after the boys have been saved, so basically it's proven that civilization is real, and after the boys have been saved, they find the picture. So, guys, I'm so bad at explaining things. You're probably all so bored right now. But basically, oh, guys, Penguin the Pussy's loafing on the iron board. She's so cute! Guys, let's give a kiss for that. That's my reaction when I see Penguin loafing on the ironing board. Cats love ironing boards. I really wish you guys could see this right now. That's why I need a camera for my podcast, so you could see. But the point of podcast is not to do with cameras. Anyway, that's what I was saying. Guys, I'm such a rambler. So basically, so Samuel becomes touched by the evil because he believes Nolan. And there's this whole thing with this hiker dad in the woods and his daughter and blah, blah, blah. And so Samuel gets touched by the evil. Then he goes and he puts the house on fire while Nolan is in the house. He locks Nolan into a room to be burnt and fire and everything. And then he leaves the house. And the mum has a Polaroid camera saved with one more picture left on it. And she said, we're going to save this for a special moment. Well, she dies like an hour later. And then all hell breaks loose. So Samuel used that last picture, just a picture of him looking possessed AF. If you Google it, it's such a creepy picture. Possessed AF and the burning house in the background, right? And the thing is that this evil, right? Okay, for Nolan, who's in the burning house, the evil turns into the form of his mum, who's dead. And she's chasing him around. And he ends up getting to this bunker where he tries to imagine it and kill it. Like, because they do this previous ritual where you imagine the evil and then you imagine everything that matters, like your love for your family, and it kind of takes it away. Like, cleanses you from the evil. So he imagines really hard. He hugs his, like, possessed, like, evil spirit thing that's like his mother. He hugs it so hard, and then it turns into this weird alien creature with, like, scaly snake skin, which you do see that he finds snake skin at the start of the movie. And then basically it turns to dust. And then they get saved by the firefighters and everything, and you can see that there's a town, and Nolan's going, Samuel, we're free. You kind of assume Samuel's dead, but then you see he's in the helicopter with Nolan. And then it shows the last scene of the movie, it shows the picture of Samuel taken, but that animal, that evil creature, its hand is on his shoulder. So is the evil real? We don't know. Maybe it's real just for the family. perhaps it's real just for a family. Also, only people who have seen the movie will be interested in this right now, because literally I feel like I'm doing such a bad job explaining it. You're probably thinking, what the hell is going on? So if you've seen Never Let Go, like, you're probably the only one having a good time. Even then, you're probably thinking, what is this kid on? But that's like, maybe the evil's only real for them. I don't know, because why is it in the picture? And the picture is not through anyone else's eyes. It's just us, like, no one's there. So I can't, like, I don't know. Is the evil real? I don't know. Oh, it's so confusing. Anyway, that happened. Where was I even at with my question? Like, I just explained the whole plot to you, and I'm still on the third question. I'm going to say that is a 10 care factor. Like, you start to care so much for them. That's a 10 out of 10 care factor. Favorite character, guys, favorite character is Coda. Coda and Nolan, I'm going to say. I love the others, but like Nolan was main character energy. Nolan was the one who caused all the chaos. But you actually like agree with him. And he's just like, he's quite a like ambitious spirit. He's a bit of a troublemaker. But not bad intentioned troublemaker. Good intentioned. Like, he breaks the rules for good intentions. So that's why I say my favorite characters are Coda the dog and Nolan. Entertainment levels on a scale of Oppenheimer to the Paddington trilogy, I say it's almost at Paddington level. It's very different movie to both of them. It's almost there. The only thing that takes it down is that it's up for interpretation. I don't like that. I feel like I need a sequel of this movie. As Riley Hames said, he said, give me more. I want more now. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you, Riley Hames. We want more now. I would love a second movie that just explains the plot. I don't like it when movies are up for interpretation. It's so angering because you need to know the answers and you don't get them. And it's really angering. And some people love it because it's like, well, I can make up my own answer. That's not fun. I want the confirmed answer. You know what I mean? So that's why I say almost and not at it, because Paddington has straightforward plots. Strength of plot out of 10. Well, as you saw, Riley Hames said the storyline. He puts a 10 out of 10. I think it was a great storyline. It was so good. I think in terms of the telling of the story, again, I just don't like the out for your own interpretation angle of it. So I'm going to give it a 9 because that plot is crazy good if they just made it that the evil wasn't real. You know what I mean? And then show what it's like when they get back to civilization. I just feel like the up for interpretation kind of messed with me a little bit. And some people would make it so that they prefer that. It makes the movie better for them. For me, I'm someone who I don't like that. I want to know the answer. Would I watch over and over again? I don't know. I say maybe I'd watch it to show it to somebody, but I wouldn't watch it on my own again because it would probably make me angry still not knowing the answers. If they make a second movie of it, then I'll watch the first again and then I'll watch the second. But I need the answers. Would I make TikTok edits of it? I'm going to say perhaps. I don't know. Probably not. But if I needed to. Perhaps. That's like a sarcastic way of saying no. Like, that's like a sarcastic way of saying maybe. Like, you're saying, yeah, I'm telling you yes, but no. You know what I mean? Like, that's what, when I say perhaps, that's what I mean. Will I make it my old personality for a month? I'll say maybe for that as well because, I have just ranted about it and it's probably going to be playing on my mind a lot, but it's not enough for me to like become obsessed with it. You know, there's no characters in it that are literally me. So, and I'm a narcissist, so that's basically what it is. Okay, now overall review. Here's the boring bit. Was it dog shit has been run over and go all over the tire? Now with marks over the road that get on your shoe. Was it a nice drink of water? Not great, not bad. Or was it if getting back into your warm bed after getting out to pee in the middle of winter was a movie? Amazing. So what I'm going to do is actually change that was it a nice drink of water? Not great, not bad. I'm just going to leave it to good because that's basically the same as saying not great, not bad. I'm just going to say good. So yeah, I say that I put it at it was a nice drink of water. It was just a good movie. I don't put it in the amazing level because all the movies I've reviewed so far, I've put them in the amazing level, and that's because they were amazing. This movie was really good, but the interpretation side, like making your own interpretation, I've said it so many times, side of it, and just some other things, I just think I put it good. It wasn't enough to be amazing. I love my dystopian movies, but it wasn't quite as good as other dystopian movies, I think because it didn't have all the answers provided to me. If I make a second one, I'll come back and review it. So, that is my answer. Now we're going to go into the next segment, which is the question segment. This week I literally have one question, but we're still going to do the theme music anyway because that's what we like to do. We love the questions theme music, so we're going to use it. Let me just find her. Okay. It's time to answer your questions. It's time to answer your questions. It's time to answer your questions. What will she answer? What will she answer? What will she answer? What will she answer? It's time! Oh, it's time to answer your question. And what? Oh, and what will she answer? Wow, I was really peaking there. I feel like that might be my best one yet for the question song. So, this week's one question. Oh my god, I need to actually bring it up. Guys, I'm so bad at like preparing things pre-podcast. I need to like bring it up in the moment. Okie dokie. Next question. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. First question is from Kathleen Johns. Shout out to Kathleen. And while you're at it, everyone, please follow Kathleen's ceramics account. I just need to look what it's called. Kathleen Johns Pottery. Please follow that account. It shows her. She's a great ceramicist. My friend, she's from my school. Great ceramicist. So shout out to Kathleen Johns Pottery. We'll give her an applause. Oh, shit. Sorry. I actually gave her a giggle. Okay, wait. We'll give her applause. And we'll also say, Kathleen, your pottery is...
awesome!
It is. It's awesome! And also, Kathleen, I am sorry that you fell asleep listening to podcasts and you woke up to me screaming at Lucy in your ear. My apologies for that. That's sincere apologies for that. I'll give you a kiss. Sorry, that was a bit violating, but okay. Anyway, Kathleen asks, is it true Molly likes toes? I like some toes. I like my toes and my toes, that's it. Because no one can spread out toes like I can. And refer to my Instagram for pictures. On the Molly Report Instagram account, I will post pictures. Although I always say that and then I don't. Like last week, I showed a Dobby TikTok. And I'm actually pretty sure that Dobby TikTok, oh, it was Instagram Reel. I'm actually pretty sure that it got taken down. But I need to actually double check if it did or not. Oh no, it's still there. Okay.
Dobby.
Oh fuck, we don't need to hear it again, guys. Listen to episode 5 podcast if you want to hear that. So yeah, that was the very short question segment. Now, guys, it's time for a new segment. I don't think we're going to do music for this because it's not a specific like repeating segment. It's just a fun idea that was given to me. So basically, guys, my friend Paige Woolstenholme. Let's give a shout out to Paige Woolstenholme. And she may or may not be scheduled to be on next week's episode of the podcast. Paige suggested an amazing idea for this episode, and it was giving numbers and letters personalities. I think that sounds like so much fun. You know what? We'll give it a little bit of intro music for giving personalities. We'll do my little soundboard music. Here we go. Time to give personalities. Okay. So with, I can't do all the letters, obviously, because we'd be here all freaking day. I'll do just whatever I think of. First, we're going to go with numbers, though. Just single digits. That's all I can give you. Maybe, actually, not single digits. Maybe I'll go up to 12. I feel like 12. I'm going to go up to 12. So, first of all, number 1. The number 1. The personality of number 1, I feel. Number 1 is a young person, but an old soul. And I believe number 1's cover scheme in terms of outfits is lots of white. And I think number 1, maybe a bit of yellow in there as well. And I think number 1 might be a bit more conservative in personality. She's funny, but she's funny in a conservative way. You know what I mean? Like she's like a fun conservative person. And I think number 1 definitely wears glasses. And has long hair. But not like, now you're probably imagining like a Christian, like kind of Someone who looks like they live in the forest. Not quite like that. A little bit more neat. More neat than that. I think that's number 1's personality in terms of a girl. But now I'm starting to think of an alternative personality for number 1 that's more in the boy form. I think in boy form, number 1 would be a super cocky guy. Like, really up himself. Plays sports. Has amazing grades. Like, just an arrogant piece of shit. I don't know why I've given, like, such vastly different people for a girl for number 1 and a boy for number 1. It's just because I had this vision for number 1, it was the girl, and then while I'm seeing here, I just had a new vision for number 1. So you just tell me which one you agree with. Now, number 2. I think number 2 is like a fun little boy. Like, not that little though, like probably around the age of about 9 or 10. And he loves soccer. And he loves to, like, be silly with his friends. Like, he loves to make toilet jokes and poop jokes. That's what I think number 2 would be. And his name would probably be Max or something. Something like Max or maybe Zach or Eli. So that would be number 2. Now, number 3, let's go into number 3, I think. Number 3 definitely has red hair. There's no doubt about that. I think number 3 has red hair for sure. I think number 3 is probably, I'm going to say female. No, number 3 is male. I'm going to say male. It's hard to give them genders because there's kind of alternative options for either. I feel like sex and personality is not attached. So maybe I'll stop giving them sex or gender or whatever. So we're going to say 3 has a red head. 3 has a boring office job, but loves to, like, come home and just have fun. And loves to, like, get lit. Like, out of office hours, just gets absolutely lit and just loves a good time. A really fun, like, life of the party kind of person who works a boring office job. Red, curly hair. Yeah, because 3, it's kind of curly. That's how I view number 3. Now, number 4... Number 4's favourite colour is purple. To me, number 4 has always represented the colour purple. Number 4 has always been my favourite number. I don't know why, I just love it. It's my favourite number. I think the personality of number 4 would probably be somebody in their 20s. Who is just trying to kind of... Someone in their 20s who I think kind of has it together a bit more than other people in their 20s. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of person that you look to when you're in your 20s and you just think, wow, like, I really want to have it together like them. I mean, I'm not in my 20s yet, so I don't really know what I'm talking about with that, but I just know that that's what's going to happen. And I think that that's what number 4 would be, is like someone in their 20s who just had things together. What else do I think number 4? Oh my god, if number 4, I know I said I wouldn't give them a sex or gender, but if number 4 was a guy, he would definitely have, like, a really deep voice. Then would be, like, a soft personality, like, really kind personality, but, like, a super deep voice. I think number 4 would have the personality of my cousin Oscar. You remember him from episode 4, guys? My cousin Oscar, I just know when we're in our 20s, he's gonna have his life together. He already does, and I'm like, I get jealous. So I guess we'll just see what happens there if Oscar lives out to number 4 personality. So yeah, that's number 4. Now, number 5, he likes to have fun. I know I've said he again. He or she loves to have fun, I think. I think number 5 is somebody who has ADHD, almost a little bit too rowdy, like gets in trouble when they were at school. But then, now they're old, like, their friends just love them. Maybe in the workplace, sometimes they get into a little bit of trouble because they're just a bit rowdy. But I think overall, they're a pretty fun, like, they're just a really fun, they're really nice. They're not exactly naughtily rude when they get in trouble. They'll just accidentally get in trouble. They're just a really fun person. They love music. I thought number 5 is a big music person. Number 5 plays guitar. That's what I always say. Number 5 plays guitar for sure. And I think is in a band. But just, like, playing guitar in the band. Like, and I think it's just, like, a small, like, cover band. And I think number 5 is someone who just loves to go out and play their guitar at the bars after work. And, like, has a fun family of, like, a couple of little kids who are the same. And also have really fun personalities and play guitar. And I think they just love to play guitar together. And number 5, that's just their thing. They just love to go out and just have a good time. You know, they love a dance floor. They love constant listening to music, constant playing on speakers, constant singing. I just know it. I think number 5 definitely loves, more specifically, rock. Number 5 loves rock, I reckon. Okay, now we're getting into number 6. I think number 6 is a little bit more uptight of a person. A little bit more of a goody two-shoes, if you will. I think that number 6 is probably somebody who in school knew all the answers to everything. And if a teacher actually got something wrong, they would correct the teacher. That's how I view number 6. But you want to hate them, but you can't because they're just so lovable. That's how I view number 6. They're just like someone who's just so nice that like you want to hate them because of how perfect Peter they are, like, but you just can't because they're so friendly. So that's how I view number 6. Number 6 also loves bow ties. I think definitely loves bow ties, but also like if they're a girl, they also love bow ties, but they love bows in the hair. I think bows in the hair. So that's how I view number 6. Number 7 is a middle-aged mother who is single. No, not single. No, I'm going to say number 7 is a middle-aged mother who is a workaholic. So her husband, I know I've just given her a gender again, but we're going with it. Her husband, this is how I view 7. Her husband is a stay-at-home dad. He takes most of the duties at home, does the laundry, does the cooking, does the washing, does all of that, takes care of the kids, picks up the kids from school, and the mum, like number 7 is like a lawyer, like so busy with work. She wears those, the things that corporate ladies wear, like the blazer and the like skirt shit or whatever. Oh no, pantsuits. Number 7 loves pantsuits. I think number 7 loves pantsuits, and yeah, she's just a big workaholic. Got a bit of a bulb, a bit of a Karen type bob. But she's not Karen in personality. She's very friendly, but she's just busy. She's just on the go. And with her kids, she's not afraid to tell her kids, like, to humble them. You know what I mean? Like, she wants to give, like, the dad is the good cop and number 7's the bad cop. That's how I view number 7. And number 7 definitely has blonde hair. Like blonde, but with a grayish kind of tinge to it, and like an unusually long neck. Like, you know when you sometimes see middle-aged ladies and they just have, like, it's not a bad thing, but they just have like really long necks. I actually think maybe I have a long neck. I don't know. Someone get back to me about that. Do you think I have a long neck? Anyway, but like I'm people with like really long necks, and I like, you know, you just meet those specific middle-aged women in your life. I think that's what number 7 would look like: a really long neck, a skinny head shape, with blonde hair. But that's not really personality. I'm just giving them, not even just personality, just turning them into people, pretty much. Okay, now we're going to go to number 8. Now, I view number 8 as being kind of like the stay-at-home dad. That's the husband of number 7. Like, just like a really soft, kind guy who he just loves the family. He dedicates his time to the family. He supports his wife's, or husband's, 7 could be a boy, ambitions. And I just think he supports his wife's ambitions, and he loves, his favorite type of dog is a Groodle. And the family has a Groodle that he's obsessed with. And the Groodle's name is Arthur. That's why I think number 8 loves the Groodle named Arthur. And number 8 just does all the dishes. He loves music. He likes to pop in. Let me think of who number 8's music taste would be. I think number 8 loves to pop in a little bit of, I think he likes girl singers. I think he loves the Cranberries. That's like my uncle. My uncle loves the Cranberries. So he's like the toughest guy, but then he just loves the Cranberries. I think number 8 loves the Cranberries. Loves to pop in the Cranberries while he's doing his little jobs. Definitely loves the Cranberries. Also, I think loves some newer singers. I think number 8's all about Chapel Roan. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of like, you know, he's a straight guy, but he's like a little bit more on the feminine side. That's how I view number 8. Oh, actually, no. No, I don't view number 8 as being feminine, though. But I've kind of gone on a rant there, but then I forgot that I'm talking about number 8. He's a soft, like, good cop guy, but he's also really buff. He has lots of muscles. He's a stay-at-home dad a little bit. The mum is the number 7 is the moneymaker, their husband-wife duo. But number 8, he is still, like, buff and, like, a manly man, but, like, his personality is more feminine. You know what I mean? But not quite feminine. Like, he's not, like, zesty. He's just, like, he likes Cranberries. He likes hanging out with his Groodle. he likes to, like, do the dishes and the washing and all of that. Not something that makes him any less manly. I'm just talking in terms of stereotypes. That's how I view number 8. Now, number 9, I think number 9 is like a goth. Like a grumpy teenage goth. That's how I view number 9. A goth who then grows up to become like a very important corporate business person. Like a corporate business person who had a goth phase in high school. That's how I view number 9. And then kind of becomes similar to number 7 in terms of corporate height, but maybe a bit higher up. Number 9 is like number 7's boss at work in the law firm. That's how I view it. And they had a goth phase in high school. And that goth phase will always be a part of them. They would listen to goth music. And they just, like, that part of them is always there, but now they're a higher up lawyer, owner of a law firm, like, all of that. Now, number 10 plays the drums, for sure. Number 10 loves playing the drums. Loves, is like, number 10 would be big, but like a friendly giant. And number 10 could be either female or male, but like a friendly giant. Number 10 loves sports, but is not particularly good at sports, but loves them. Like, loves to get in there, loves to play them. In PE, they were always, like, one of the top participators, but they're not particularly good at it. But that kind of makes you love them more, you know, because they're just there for the passion of the game. They're not the best at it. They're not bad at it, but they're not the best at it. That's how I view number 10. Number 11. Number 11 is a bit of a bitch. I think number 11 was a bitch in high school and early 20s. Like, in the high school and uni years, number 11 was a bitch. She was, like, Jessica level. Like, name is Jessica. I'm not saying Jessica level. I don't know a Jessica in my life. That just sounds... So, I'm sorry to all the Jessicas I've just offended. There's probably so many friendly Jessicas. I'm saying her name is Jessica. She was a bitch in high school and uni, but then after uni, you meet her again at the reunions. She's one of the nicest people you've met in your whole life. And she's just the friendliest. And you just think, wow, how did Jessica get to be so friendly? So that's how I view number 11. Number 12. I view number 12 as being somebody that is a bit of a toughie. A bit of a loves motorbikes. Number 12 loves motorbikes, but then number 12 also loves to wind down with a rom-com and eat some chocolate. You know? A toughie that has a soft side. That's how I view number 12. So yeah. That's how I view it. Now, I'm going to do... that's all the numbers, personalities. I'm going to do a few letters now. I'm not going to do all the letters. Maybe each episode I can do a couple of letters, personalities. So maybe we'll try to aim to get to the end of the alphabet. Let me search up how many letters are in the alphabet, and then we can decide for the rest of the season how many letters to give personalities to each episode. That's a great idea. There's 26. So now, how many episodes? This is episode 6. So there's 4 episodes. 26. Wait. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it's actually 5. So 26 divided by 5. Okay, well, that's 5.2. Okay, so one episode will just do 6. So we'll just do 5 for this episode. So we're going to start with A. I think A is female. A loves to teach. A is a teacher of grade 6s. And A has always had a very maternal spirit about her. She's very loves children. Yes, for children, but she actually is struggling in terms of her and her husband Matt are struggling to get pregnant. I think is something that's happening in her life. But her job as a teacher, teaching children, really fulfills her. She works in the grade 6 area, but she fills in as a sub for prep. And I think she loves to teach. She's got glasses. She's got brown hair. And I think she is a bit of a smart cookie. Like, at school, she pissed everyone off because she was top of her class. She was the actually kind of person. I really think that's how I view number? I really think that's how I view letter A. Now, B is a bit more of a bad boy. That's why the words bad boy come with B. B is a guy. I know I wouldn't give genders, but sometimes you just need to. B is someone, but they can have the same personality but be different gender. You know what I mean? I'm just being stereotypical. But B was the opposite of A in class at school. B was a bad boy. B was someone who interrupted teachers, got in trouble for talking all the time, got kicked out of class, never knew the answers. I reckon he has ADHD. I think B's got ADHD. Guys, I'm allowed to say that because I have ADHD, so I'm allowed to. So I think B definitely has ADHD. And I think B grew up to work at a car place, like a car. What do you call them? Car manufacturing companies? I don't know. I think he works on cars. He started at lower jobs and then he worked his way up to have quite a high job in his little car company. Something like Ford or something like that. What are the car companies? Mazda. I feel like he works in Mazda. We sound so stupid right now because I know nothing about cars. But yeah, I think he definitely was a bad boy in high school. And now he works with cars. He's like, the love of his life is cars. Okay, so now C. Oh, I think C is non-binary. C is non-binary, vegan, homeschools the kids, lets the kids be in nature. It's all about that kind of style of learning, holistic approaches to things. Loves like pesto, loves leafy greens, loves all of that kind of stuff. Has a garden in their backyard. That's how I view it. Has a badge that says my pronouns are they, them. Has glasses and a haircut, short haircut, with a bit of tinges of pink. Tinges of purple in the hair. That's how I view C, without a doubt. Probably in their 50s, but with quite young kids. It took a while for them to find their person and get going with kids. So, but has surprisingly amazing fertility so that they can still carry kids in their late 40s. Or maybe mid 40s. So then they have younger kids when they're in their 50s. So that's how I view C. D. D is a crazy guy. D has a beard. D has a deep voice, a beard. He loves music. He definitely he talks about music nonstop. Owns a record shop. That's how I view D. Owns a record shop. You know the dad in Bump, the show Bump? I think that is who D would be if D was a person. Like, a bit of a, he can be a bit of a lost soul at times, but he's just a great guy overall, and he loves to have fun. He loves music, loves records, loves movies, loves all of that kind of thing. That's how I view D. Maybe had a man bun phase. At some point in life, had a man bun phase that lasted about 10 years, and then chopped it off. That is how I view D. So we've done A, B, C, D. Okay, so now up to E. This is the last one. E is like my teacher at school, Mr. Elshaw. If you go to grammar, you know Mr. Elshaw. I view E as being like Mr. Elshaw. Glasses. Actually, if anyone who doesn't go to grammar wants to know what Mr. Elshaw is like, search up the guy on Papa's Pizzeria, the glasses guy, because he is a spitting image of Mr. Elshaw. And I think he's really skinny because he loves fitness. He's an awkward guy. Personality doesn't have much to offer in the way of humor or entertainment. Bit of a boring guy, but also a bit like my pediatrician. My pediatrician and Mr. Elshaw. That's how I view E. I think they love like bouldering. That's what Mr. Elshaw loves. They love like rock climbing. They love they love all those kinds of things. That's what I think. Like they love to go and do marathons, And then but they're also very big on science, maths, all that nerdy stuff. I'm basically just saying my teacher, Miss Elshaw. Yeah, that's what I say. Like, loves that nerdy stuff, but also loves being in the outdoors and getting active. So yeah, guys, that was E and that was all the 5 letters for today. We'll do the next 5 letters next episode. Okay, guys, so now it is time for the song suggestion. Now, guys, please just be gentle with me as I go into this. As you heard, not saw because it's a podcast, as you heard in episode 1, I am an AJR fan. I am. And listen, guys, I love them. Each to their own, if you wouldn't love them. But if you listen to them, you'll see why I love them. They're made for me. They sing about their feelings, but in a really childish way. That's literally me, guys. I love them. And for this week's song suggestion, I wanted to suggest one of my favorite songs of all time. And it's called I'm Not Famous. I love this song so much. It's just a silly, fun song. And it's just one of my favorite songs in the planet. And I just love it. It's definitely one of my all-time favorites. So I'm going to give a bit of a sing-song for you guys so you can really understand how good this song is. So here we go. Where my haters, I don't got them. I'm not famous, no. It don't matter what my name is, I don't got one. I'm not famous, no. And I don't hate it, no. You never heard of me, or the weird shit I do and say. That's my favorite thing. I'm not famous, no. And I'm never on TV, throwing up on an LA street. Nobody judges me, cause I'm not famous, no. Paparazzi is at an all-time low. Paparazzi, they don't care where I go. Where my haters, I don't got them. I'm not famous, no. Hiya, hiya. It don't matter what my name is, I don't got one. I'm not famous, no. Hiya, and I don't hate it, no. Hiya, I'm not famous, no. Hiya, I'm not famous, no. Hiya, I'm not famous, no. Hiya, and I don't hate it, no. You never overheard that I blew 20 grand on shirts. Nobody knows my quirks, cause I'm not famous, no. Everyone got their habits, but you'll never hear what mine is. Best thing about my life is I'm not famous, no. Paparazzi is at an all-time low. Paparazzi, they don't care where I go. Where my haters, I don't got them. I'm not famous, no. Hiya, hiya. It don't matter what my name is, I don't got one. I'm not famous, no. Hiya, and I don't hate it, no. Hiya, I'm not famous, no. Hiya, I'm not famous, no. Go. Hiya, I'm not famous, no. Hiya, and I don't hate it, no. Hate it, hate it, no. Hate it, hate it. Where my haters, I don't got them. I'm not famous, no. No. Hiya, hiya. It don't matter what my name is, I don't got one. I'm not famous, no. I'm not, hiya, and I don't hate it, no. Hiya, I'm not famous, no. Hiya, I'm not famous, no. Go. Hiya, I'm not famous, no. Hiya, and I don't hate it, no. No, I don't hate it, no. No, I'm not famous, no. There we have it, guys. That was one of my favorites. The animals were both peacefully sleeping. Penguin the pussy, Mack the dog, peacefully sleeping, and they left. But luckily, Cricket the pussy stayed for me throughout. Maybe Cricket the pussy is an AJR fan. I don't know. But anyway, guys. So that was a song. So obviously made by AJR. Adam, Jack, Ryan. Jack is the main singer. He's my favorite one. And that song was released in, I think, 2016. And it came out in their album in 2017. And it's just a fun, silly little song about not being famous. But it's very ironic because now they are quite famous. So it doesn't quite apply to them as much. But it's just a banger of a song. I just love silly little songs like that. And I just love the whole vibe of that song. I love the piano and I love the trumpet. I love all of it. So, yes. Is it trumpet or is it... Oh, it's one of those. What do you call them? Wind instrument? I don't know music terms. So yes, I love that song so freaking much. Yes, that is why I picked that song as my this week's song suggestion. So yeah. Now guys, it's that time of the episode. It is time to say goodbye. And so we're gonna get some outro music up. I thank you all so much for coming on this journey with me, just rambling on. This might be my most boring episode yet, I don't know. But yes, I thank you all so much for coming on and listening to this lovely song. And now I need to pick a lovely song, lovely episode. So I got distracted. Listening to this lovely episode. Well, probably not that lovely. Anyway, now I'm picking a song. We're going to go with this. I'm going to miss you guys. Until next Saturday. Thank you all so much for listening to today's episode. I really hope you loved it. See you next time. Bye.